Smackdown. An odd show. We will get into why it's odd. I mean, the Naomi promo with Bianca was actually probably one of the best parts. I'd say the Cody Rhodes promo comes at number 2, maybe number 1, I don't know. The rest of the show was just not very significant. We do get a Randy Orton promo as well, where he lashes out at Kevin Owens and gives his thoughts on Cena's heel turn. That was nice and gives us a hint of what to expect perhaps going forward into WrestleMania. Now the rest of the show. We get Chelsea Green versus Michin again for the nth time. I don't know for how long we will be getting different variations of the same match. Chelsea Green versus Michin. The women's roster is stacked, right? The roster in general is stacked. So the WWE could give Chelsea Green more opponents to make her title reign a bit more worthy, perhaps. Also, I don't know why, but this ditzy, cartoonish character of Chelsea Green is getting pretty old. She deserves better. The WWE creative could do so much more in terms of her character and her opponents, man. Anyways, she retains the title. She gets help, but regardless, she retains. I'm not saying it wasn't a fun match. You know, it was a street match. But I'm just saying that there's nothing new right here. That's the thing. We get a random match of Tiffany Stratton versus Piper Niven. Title was not on the line, obviously, and Tiffany Stratton wins to nobody's surprise. Then she gets attacked by Charlotte Flair. So that was the point of this match, basically. Charlotte Flair could then attack Tiffany Stratton if she has a match. The match itself was... We get Drew McIntyre against Jimmy Uso again. Jimmy had a surprise victory last week, so no trophy for guessing who won last night. Drew McIntyre wins. Why are they repeating matches so often these days? The roster again is stacked, and Drew McIntyre, man, what is the WWE doing to Drew McIntyre? Now he has this rivalry with Damian Priest. He attacked Damian Priest earlier on during the show. I don't know, the WWE creative just seems confused when it comes to Drew McIntyre, and just so many filler matches, which they just repeat, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. I mean, sometimes they can also just do triple threat matches to make things different and at least a bit less predictable, right? What has happened to triple threat matches? Alright, we did get one triple threat match. We got the Motor City Machine Guns versus Pretty Deadly versus Los Garza in a triple threat tag match to determine the number 1 contenders for the tag team championships. This was a decent little match, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty Deadly pick up the win here. They seem to be getting a push, but you know, I've always felt their characterization to just be a bit, I don't know, cringy, I guess, is the word to put it. But then, it is what it is. You need different types of characters, I suppose. It's just, the match was good, okay? I'll give it that in terms of the in-ring action. But still, the tag team division, something needs to happen. I don't know why there isn't just much excitement there. I feel the Motor City Machine Guns aren't getting... Their full potential is not being utilized by the WWE creative, is what I feel. Bronson Reed goes up against Solo Sikoa. A decent match. No clean finish since Tama Tonga interrupts. So it seems the fraction is still intact. I mean, we still have Bloodline 2.0, even if they're not the Bloodline. You know, anyways, Jacob Fatu then comes out, and basically him and Braun just go at it. So I guess the problems between Jacob and Solo have been sorted. Is the WWE telling us that we are getting Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman at WrestleMania? The one match they had at Saturday night's main event never finished, right? It was a chaotic ending with Jacob disqualifying himself and brutally attacking Strowman. I'd love to see these monsters go at it again. I mean, a match between them would be fun to watch and would be chaotic, no doubt, but the WWE needs to build things beyond in-ring attacks, right? That can't be the sole, angle in terms of the story, in-ring attacks. There needs to be some sort of a story to it. So Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu, 2 monsters getting at it, I'm all in for the chaos. but story, maybe a little bit. So I'm gonna get into Cody's segment and the entire Naomi-Bianca situation, but before that, let's just talk about the main event match. It was Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight, and the United States Championship title is on the line. So, at Saturday night's main event, around 90 days ago, Shinsuke Nakamura defeated LA Knight to become the US champion. 90 days later, we are back to both of them, basically, and nothing significant happened, during this period. I thought they would build Nakamura. Give him a few title defenses, perhaps, right? He has a new music, he returned, he has a new aura. I thought the WWE was gonna build him, right? That's why they put the title on him in the first place, right? I thought they would build more competition within the US title run, via the massive roster that exists. But no. LA Knight wins and is once again the United States champion. The crowd loves it because LA Knight is over, but I guess we can just assume that the Nakamura experiment didn't work for the WWE creative. We're back to where we were. I personally hate it when this happens, where the WWE does something major and then they just backtrack. I don't know, the Nakamura experiment did not work. The match itself was alright and entertaining, I suppose. The ending portions were fun, with the ref getting sprayed by Nakamura's mist. But I have a question. Shouldn't that have been a disqualification? He did try to get himself disqualified by using a chair, so clearly a mist on a ref's face would have worked too, right? And he did that. But he didn't get disqualified, and then LA Knight gets the upper hand, he pins him. I don't really get that exactly. Or am I looking too much into this? Am I analyzing too much? Now, Naomi. This was like a soap opera moment, but it worked, right? Their acting abilities, people can debate about that, but, basically we start with Bianca in the ring. She wants answers. Naomi comes out. She evades the question of whether or not she is the one who attacked Jade Cargill. But she goes on and on about what she thinks of Jade Cargill and how she basically put Bianca down. She limited Bianca's potential. Finally, after Bianca urges Naomi to be clear, Naomi admits that she is the one who attacked Jade. She justifies it, but Bianca is not willing to forgive her. She is broken. Naomi loses her control and even calls Bianca a bitch as Bianca just walks out of the ring. Jade comes out, and just like during Elimination Chamber, she attacks Naomi as Bianca leaves. I don't know why, but throughout this segment, I thought somehow Bianca may actually take Naomi's side. A double heel turn. Even when Jade was attacking Naomi, I thought Bianca would suddenly return and hit Jade to help Naomi. I still feel there is more to this. I really do. Bianca, I don't know. There's something more to this. Now Cody. Cody comes out. His left eye is bruised. He sets the belt on the mat and gets a mic, and the crowd loudly chants his name. They also chant, "Cena sucks." Imagine that. It's surreal. Cody gives an emotional promo. He talks about his daughter and how he is trying to keep intact an illusion to hide the truth of what has happened. He talks about the legacy of John Cena. He shares how he drove Cena around for a couple of years back in the day, and he soaked up as much knowledge as possible, from Cena in regards to the business. He even calls Cena a true hero. It's true that Cena has been a hero to many, especially children. Cody then says how he will one day tell his daughter what actually happened. He says how he will tell her that a great man who did great things, who was his role model in the sport, and who used to proudly wear the words "never give up," finally gave up. Brilliant. A great promo. Cody then tells Cena that he owes people an explanation of why, and that he's pretty confident, knowing Cena, that he will give a well-educated response. A fine speech that will make him feel bulletproof and justified. Cody then reflects upon how John Cena told him after last year's WrestleMania that the belt gets heavier every day. Cody picks up the belt and says that it's still not that heavy for him, and that he has held the title for over 300 days. Cody ends by saying what Cena usually says: if you want some, get some. A good segment. Nothing happened other than Cody letting his thoughts out, but still a good segment. I genuinely can't wait for Cena's first promo in the ring after joining The Rock. A face for like 20 years finally turning heel. His promo needs to be significant. It needs to be powerful. It's going to be the most watched promo probably in a long time around the world. The stakes are high. That promo needs to hit, man. Why did Cena do what he did? Can't wait for that promo, man. And it's going to be on Smackdown someday. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. So overall, though, quite frankly, this Smackdown was below average, with the promos being the highlights. There is room for a lot of improvement. I mean, with all the twists and turns that we've been seeing lately, this Smackdown was just forgettable. Okay? I'm not going to lie. Elimination Chamber was awesome. Royal Rumble was... Ever since Royal Rumble happened, there have been certain twists and turns. I mean, the Royal Rumble result itself was a twist, right? And then we have the Elimination Chamber, that major Cena heel turn, and Io Sky becoming the women's champion. You know, so sometimes WWE does surprise us in nice ways, gives us things to, remember. But then you have episodes like this Smackdown. You have Jimmy versus Drew again. You have Michin versus Chelsea Green again. And you have all these you have LA Knight beating Shinsuke, who beat LA Knight 90 days ago, and nothing in between. So WWE, when they get it right, they really get it right. But when they falter, it really makes you question, why. But yeah, that's that, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please do subscribe. Support me, guys. Check out my other videos. Hit the bell icon. It would mean everything to me if you guys could just help me grow my channel. Press the subscribe button. It doesn't take much effort. You're not going to get the rock bottom. You're not going to get the 5-knuckle shuffle. You're not going to get any of that by hitting the subscribe button. So please do hit the subscribe button. It doesn't take much effort. I'm really, really trying to build this channel. And yeah, man, till next time, guys. Peace out. Bye.